So Jordan 7's not getting much love at the moment, or even the last couple of years. But I think that when they released a bunch of these different Jordan 7's, it was really cool because it's the first time I got to try this silhouette, and this was the first one that I bought, and kind of sold me on the silhouette, especially now that I'm older. And I think my younger self, I actually didn't like the way they looked even when I was younger, and thought they weren't as nice as some of the other Jordans that released in the past. But I've changed my mind now that I'm older, and I think this silhouette sort of really works because it's comfortable, and also it doesn't feel like that bulky. It looks aggressive, don't get me wrong, but the collar ankle liner here is not like bulky at all. It just feels sort of really nice and comfortable on foot, and when you're sort of wearing these, the inner lining really sort of helps to sort of cushion you in and feel sort of soft around your foot. And it just feels really sort of nice to wear, and surprisingly lightweight as well compared to like a Jordan 6 and the Jordan 5. This one feels a lot lighter on foot, and I like this particular colorway as well. So I've managed to get these under retail, and this colorway is really cool. I'm usually not a fan of like too much yellow, but for this one it works with the off-stitching being in yellow as well, and sort of offsetting the sneaker quite nicely. And the funny thing was, I was actually looking at the Travis Scott Black Phantoms, but I didn't really want to pay like a lot of money for a pair of trainers, so I opted to get these instead. And I think this kind of gives me the same sort of vibe really, and give me, and it's a bit more unique as well because not a lot of people have these. And it's just like I said, just a really cool sneaker, a really cool Jordan 7, and sort of it reintroduced me to this silhouette, and didn't really grab me, like I said, when I was younger, and probably couldn't afford it when I was younger. So, but I'm glad to have them now though, and this is a nice pair to wear. So here are the details of the Air Jordan 7 Citrus. It comes in a black citrus and varsity red colourway, and it has a file-on midsole and a rubber outsole. So the file-on midsole does provide a bit of squishiness and a bit of like softness on your heel and forefoot, so it does feel nice. And then the rubber outsole just is mainly there for sort of durability and grip. And it also has air units in the heel and forefoot. I can't feel them too much, but I think it's because of the file-on midsole. And I also like what they're calling a dynamic fit neoprene bootie, so that's like the inner lining sock type material, which is similar to what they use in Huaraches. And it's got all sort of leather nubuck upper, and the price was £185. So I really think these are comfortable, not like amazingly comfortable compared to sort of the latest runners or the 2K runners, but it's still very comfortable, and I'd say it's more on a sort of medium to firm side still. But I don't feel like pain when I'm wearing these all day. In fact, they feel very comfortable, and it's partly to do with the sock-like material around the upper, but also to do with the file-on midsole, in my opinion. And it just works really well, and just is one of the more comfortable trainers. Even though they look really aggressive and heavy, they actually aren't. And they have good support around the arch as well for a basketball shoe. And with these, because of the new buck, I don't think it's going to take you too long to sort of get them to wear. I kind of sort of wore this pair sort of 3 or 4 times and just felt really comfortable in them. And you can go sort of true to size in these. I don't think there's any issue. However, I usually go half size up because I have a wide foot, and that seems to be sort of perfect for me. And the grip is good. I don't think the grip is amazing because there's other traction. There's other retro Jordans with better traction. But it's still good though, and you have quite sort of flat base. It's not like you have any sort of instability there. And this one, it kind of has a sort of similar sort of Raptor style colour blocking in my opinion, and but it's got the highlight stitching instead, which offsets the overlaid panel. And in my opinion, I think that actually looks really nice, and it really works with this particular sneaker because of the citrusy sort of lemon colourway. And this is sort of good, sort of, I'd say sort of spring, autumn and winter, and it's one of those trainers that, because it's nubuck, you do have to be careful when you're wearing it, so using some sort of protective spray does help. And these are sort of mainly casual wear. You can't really dress these up, but they look really good with like a pair of cargo pants, in my opinion, and also a pair of jeans actually as well. And you can sort of mix it up with this, so because it's got the red and the sort of yellow orangey hits, you can try those sort of different laces, and the black ones obviously will work. So with the thoughts, I like the Raptor style colour blocking on this. It's quite nice, and with the highlight stitching. And the nubuck material, it's not like amazing, but it's still quite nice and just nice to the touch and quite soft and plush. And I'm a big fan of the sort of neoprene sock inside there, which kind of locks your foot in place and just feels nice and foot and feels very comfortable. And I also like the ankle support flexibility compared to say like a Jordan 5 or a Jordan 1. It's not so thick material, and it just feels it doesn't feel sort of intrusive, which I usually find with a lot of high trainers. So with the cons, I think the cost, obviously, again, being a retro, it just costs way too much. It's kind of more than, I think, near enough sort of 30 years old now, and it's still a lot of money for this type of trainer. And the aggressive look, so that aggressive look may not be for everyone. It does look very aggressive on feet, and you may not kind of get on with that kind of look really, but I like it personally. So with the look and style, I think this is a sort of 5 out of 5, and usually I'm not one for like black trainers, but I think this one just works really well, and it just looks really cool, especially on foot, and the highlight stitching really sort of makes the panels sort of stand out. And the comfort, I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's on the more comfortable side. It's one of the few Jordan sneakers that you can kind of that you can wear for a long time, including the Jordan 3. And the quality, I give that a 4. I think it's like nice materials. It's not like A+, but it's obviously nubuck, and it's still made very nicely, though, I will say that. And the pricing, just a 4, I think, as well. It's priced a bit too high for a Jordan 7, especially because they aren't in demand as much. But I'm a fan of Jordan 7s in general, and I actually really like this colourway. So, and normally I'm not one for yellow and black, so for me it's a win, and I actually do like the Jordan 7 model. But if you don't like the Jordan 7 model, then you probably like rate it down.